Hi, welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about Socrates. Socrates lived in Athens from 469 to 399 BC. He is arguably the figure most responsible for Western philosophy as we know it. Despite his importance in the history of philosophy, not much is known for certain about the life of Socrates. In fact, not much is known for certain of what he himself thought and taught. This is because he did not believe in writing down his thoughts, and discouraged his students from doing so. Much of what we do know is based on Plato's dialogues. Plato was a student of Socrates. This influence is seen in all of Plato's works. Plato's works are dialogues, in which Socrates is usually the principal character. Much of our understanding of Socrates is based on his role in these dialogues. In Plato's dialogues, Socrates says that he himself knows nothing. He, however, knows that he is ignorant. Everyone else around him is just as ignorant, but the difference is that they don't know that they're ignorant. They are doubly ignorant. Socrates tries to learn about reality and help those around him realize how ignorant they are at the same time. He and his interlocutors take a philosophical question, such as, what is justice? And Socrates keeps asking questions, forcing his interlocutors to revise their original opinion until they realize that their initial thoughts were completely wrong. This moment of realizing that one doesn't know the truth is mind-numbing. It is like getting stung by a stingray. For this reason, Socrates says that he is like a stingray or a torpedo fish. After this moment of being stung and realizing that the issue was more complicated than they thought, Socrates and his interlocutors can start from the beginning and try to find what the true answer is. Socrates' followers thought he was brilliant and were loyally devoted to him, but many of their fellow Athenians were not as impressed. They didn't like being made to look foolish when Socrates showed them that they were mistaken in their beliefs, and some were afraid that he was corrupting the youth and denying the gods. Socrates denied these charges, but an Athenian court found him guilty and condemned him to death. Several of Plato's dialogues deal with the death of Socrates. In the Apology, Socrates defends himself in court, showing that the accusations against him are false. In Crito, Socrates' friend Crito encourages him to escape before his execution, but Socrates refuses, saying that this would go against his duties as a citizen. Finally, in Phaedo, Socrates continues to discuss philosophy with his friends as he is dying, having been made to drink poisoned hemlock. Plato's interpretation of Socrates is pro-Socrates, but not all the depictions of him that we have are as favorable. For instance, the playwright Aristophanes has a negative portrayal of Socrates in his comedy The Clouds. In the play, Socrates is an arrogant sophist, someone who can make a good-sounding argument for a false position. He teaches his students how to be sophists too, and is undermining Athenian society. Socrates is greatly significant because he is largely responsible for the existence of philosophy as we know it. He invented the dialectic style of argument, reasoning through a series of questions to further develop an idea. This is the Socratic method. He also was the teacher of Plato, who, as we saw in an earlier video, is one of the most important philosophers to ever live. We hope you join us again next time for more philosophy. See you again soon. Happy philosophizing.